Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer and SpeedGaming fans. Welcome to Game 2, a 3-game series between 3 and 256, consisting of Deadpulse and Devious RNG, versus the NUKE Kids on the Block, consisting of Goofy TV and Shumbobby. This is the second of potentially 3 matches between these two. Last night's match was a real clincher, I'm not going to lie, which ended with, spoilers incoming, which ended with NUKE Kids on the Block coming out on top. Very tightly contested race at the end. I am Hate the 13th, and I am joined in the booth tonight by Fiend Club Session. How you doing tonight, Fiend?
I'm doing alright. Excited to see how this game turns out, of course. It could be a 2-0 situation, or we could be headed to a Game 3, so depending on who you're rooting for, get your votes right now in chat on who you think's gonna take it.
I'm rooting for Game 3. That's all it boils down to.
Well, I think we're both rooting for the worst possible RNG. I think we're both on the same page there. It just makes it more fun to commentate.
Oh my, yes. The runner's suffering is my joy. Up to a certain point, at least. So tonight, we have a forced fighter in the party, and the blessings are as follows. Fighters get an additional 20 hit points, so they're a little bit extra meaty. The thieves get minus 10 to their lock-picking level, so you got a thief in your party, locked doors do not matter as soon as you start. Black belts got plus 15 agility, red mages got 20 agility, white mages got 40 strength, and black mage, they can swing a Vorpal if you find one and it doesn't suck too hard.
Well, it's a Vorpal.
Yeah. It's a big fat if, so probably, yeah. I mean, it's better than, nothing, technically.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in the first chest they open, then I'm sure they'll be happy to see that. And it's a black mage, so no plus strength on the black mage. We only have one blessing tonight. White mage, however, is looking really healthy.
Yeah, that's White mage didn't skip arm day today, or didn't skip arm day this time.
Now, do we have a forced party tonight?
No, the only forced members is that 4th slot nun and that 3rd slot fighter, which I imagine things are going to be moved. Oh, and the gate is off, and looks like we have Crescent Lake right out the gate in Corneria Castle.
I thought we had Deep Towns on tonight. What is this?
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't catch the spells there, but
let me see. Looks like white spells for level 6 are Exfer, Pure, Lamp, and Harm. And black magic is Lit 3, Brack, Hold, and Fire.
got that early Brack for the Kraken if you want to spend the cash. Of course, they don't have the cash right now, and houses are a little up, but not too bad.
Yeah, and, quote-unquote early. It's still level 6.
Yeah, it's level 6, but, they'll reach that level soon enough with... Assuming they're find an orb or two with get that additional 100% XP.
True. So, for those of you who haven't seen any of these before, this specifically is a co-op race. Luffy DV and Shumbobby are in a Discord call between themselves, and probably have a document that they're sharing betwixt each other. Same with Deadpulse and Devious. Now, whenever one of them either lights an orb or picks up a key item or something like that...
Like right now?
Yeah, exactly. Like how Deadpulse grabbed that tail. It's sent out to a third-party server, which is run by one of the community members, and they're tracked just by a simple team ID, and it then propagates to everybody else on the team. So if the person happens to die after getting it, as long as they've given it a couple of seconds, it'll be fine.
So, magic, one person gets the tail, the other member gets the tail in, 5-10 seconds. Depends on how much lag there is.
Yep, and it looks like we have... My goodness, they've already found Elfland. Maybe at Melmond, I think? Maybe off that color? With level 3 exit this early on, oh man.
As long as we don't see 3 mosses again, you know, I'll take exit, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean it is slot 2, so it's, you know, white mage locked. Oh, and level 4 nuke. Egad. And it looked like they also started with fire 3 stick.
So that fire 3 at the level 2 won't really matter for them.
Yeah, alright. Well, and Luffy has now also grabbed the tail, and geez, beasties, Deadpulse and Devious have found Provoca at... maybe actually at Provoca, with that blue color. Getting the herb from Bicky.
No ship today from Bicky, or Canoe.
And the bottle for sale as well. My goodness.
And a cheap bottle at that. No 64,000, whatever the max value is.
65535, or
there we go.
FF in hex value.
I was gonna say, someone's a programmer. They know their hex value right off the top of their head.
Yeah, well, you know. And looks like Shumbabi has also found Natoya's cavern, which didn't look like had much of anything in her closet there.
And did Deadpulse just sell his Fire 3 stick? I think he did.
He's probably going to save Scum for that bottle.
Doesn't have enough cash, so... I don't think. It was 8,000, right? Oh, he does have enough cash. No, not quite enough, okay.
Yeah, 9,502, and he got to 8,000, so yeah, not quite enough.
That is why you don't math on Twitch if someone has that emote.
Alright, and looks like Shumbabi has found Sky 4, which, if they decide to wander around a bit, they could find a wandering Warmech, or a patrolling Warmech on that floor if they felt like beating their heads against something horrible.
Or they just find a Naga who could potentially take them out.
Well, you know. Alright, Luffy has got the herb, and hey, there is Northwest Castle at, well, Northwest Castle, just buried a couple of floors down.
Commentator's Curse works for math too in chat. I don't know. Does it? I think math in live chat just is a curse, period.
True facts.
We're taking a look at our level 3 and 4 magic again.
Alright, I am glad to see that that exit is at least white mage locked, because I don't think anyone actually brought a white mage. Oh. And it looks like we found Melmond at Titan's East. And yeah, as Chadbrook pointed out in chat earlier, that because we're seeing all of this stuff really shallow and really quickly, it really does increase the chance for us to have just one absolutely hellaciously large dungeon with something important at the bottom of it, and I'm here for it.
3 splits, Topher at the very bottom.
Unfortunately, Topher is actually set to be not deep,
okay.
But, you know, we can hope for a carry at the bottom of one side, and then Kraken after another few floors at the bottom of another, yeah.
So we had gold bracelets for 29,000, I believe, and then we had Fade at level 5. So they've seen some sweepers. They have the Fire 3 stick. What would you be? Would you still be doing overworld exploration? What do you think you'd be doing at this point?
I'd probably be doing, well, given that everything that they found so far was pretty shallow, I'd be just moving along.
So we found our first split. We found C split.
Yeah, C-Split, I think that was at Melmond. I don't know. It's somewhere around there. It's got that orangey color.
Let me check our notes in our tracker tonight. Is Danny, do we even have to say it? How many games has Danny tracked? So many. Let's see if it's in the notes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Danny is a pretty ace tracker.
Earth to C-Split.
Alright, Xcal, +2 coming out of Volcano Armory, and I think that was incentivized based off of the pause there. And a Katana -3. and an Iron Gull spike tile, and they have Nuke. Oh my god.
That is not very deep either. But
Nope.
you don't have an exit spell yet, so you're still a little risky.
And Deadpulse went with a very risky party. At least risky by my eyes. He has no casters. He's got a thief, a black belt, and a fighter right now.
Might be hoping for that locked character being a red mage or whatever magic is suitable for this. I think red mage right now is probably looking the best.
Yeah.
Red wizard, I guess.
Yeah. But that was a really risky play. And it looks like Deadpulse...
They were allowed to look at the blessings before picking their party, correct?
Yes, yes. And it looks like Deadpulse found a cake helmet and Sarda. Whereas Luffy has found Waterfall. Sarda going, hey, I'm done scuba diving. You can have my old scuba gear.
Yeah, that party might have made a little more sense if we had like Sage magic or Black Wizard magic or something on the Black Belt or Fighter, but that would have made for an unfun seed for us to commentate anyway. When the Black Belt is just the superpower with all the nukes and the punching.
Yeah, and you know that's one thing that I am kind of glad that the tournament planning committee did is they made sure the spellcasting bonuses were off. I mean,
Okay.
you can still technically get a red mage with the Sage bonus because that's not actually a spellcasting bonus, strangely enough. But yeah, you're not going to find anybody else with any other magic.
Good to know. That made it that's why we've seen such interesting seeds, probably.
It is one of the reasons, yeah.
That and the 350% health and all the other fun flags that are on tonight. Our bosses are going to be a little, you know, if you like Kraken 2 at base, imagine him with 3.5 times the health.
Yeah, Kraken 2 is Kraken 2's a little bit angry. So is Carry 2. And Tia 2. And Lich 2 even actually might earn a modicum of respect. I doubt it, but it might happen.
He could be a speed hump instead of a speed bump. Or
Yeah.
whatever they call those things in other countries. The larger of the two.
Curbs.
Curbs. Yeah, well, hopefully you're not going over any curbs where you're at, but...
Alright, Deadpool's getting through the waterfall and finding a chime from the robot. Sun Sword in the pile of treasure there, and the bridge.
French vanilla robot and non-incentive incentive.
And another cake helm.
And, you know, if you have cake, you don't want to stop at just one piece.
Exactly.
And chances are you're not going to be using that, so... let's see, what could they potentially run into? Could Agamas, maybe?
Maybe Agamas, Lich.
Oh yeah, I forgot, is it Lich 1 is 1 and 4 with Quake?
Something along those lines. I don't know the specific numbers for it.
Just that Lich is weak to Earth for whatever reason.
Because this was a well-programmed game, and everything makes a perfect amount of sense.
And holy is not holy, it is Fade.
Yeah, that's because back in the late 80s, early 90s, Square was making sure that the translations would not run the risk of triggering anyone to be angry at them for it.
That's why we had the clinic. To revive our party member. And we have the Oxiel at Sarda.
Yeah, it looks like Nuke Kids on the block went and got the old man scuba gear.
Yo, who'd be happy to see that Oxy Hill?
Oh, yeah.
Not that team. The other team.
Yeah, well, they've already got it too, so.
Okay. And if you didn't watch game 1 of this race, I encourage you to go back and watch it. And after, of course, you finished watching this game, because it was a very interesting finish.
Yeah, and it looks like Shumbabi has found Carrie's floor. And a Zombie D spike tile. It's actually not too shabby to find, especially given the Fire 3s at level 2 and the Fire 3 stick and the Cake Helm. And Luffy checking North TFC, making a play and getting the Adamant. And Shum finding that Cardia double top is not but a dead end.
With that warp spell, doesn't take him too long to get out of there. Haven't found any good grind trap tiles yet that I've seen, unless you've noticed one.
Well, there was that Iron Gall tile, but, once you get Nuke, Iron Gall spike tile, chef's kiss.
What is their base health in the game? Is it 400?
It is number.
Number? Okay.
Yes, some number.
I was gonna say, if they can survive 2 or 3 nukes with the flags that we have, it may not be as juicy as it could be when you have the flags where they can roll down. Okay, Chadbert is confirming 2 to 3 nukes gets them. So you want the low level nuke? You want like a level 1 nuke to make that worthwhile.
Well, they've got level 4 nuke, which it's definitely useful. And Shumbabi discovered that heirs have stone poison, and they used it quite liberally to turn his party into a bunch of statues, and they're on the spike tile in the double chest room in ice.
Well, he's probably glad to see that particular skill off the, he knows where it's at least for the enemies, but there's plenty more dangerous stuff to go around.
Just gotta hope there's nothing important back there.
Chadberg saying in chat that TFC 3 and 256 missed TFC North.
Yeah, they faded TFC and TFC North.
I wonder if, I'm sure they know the thief can pick that door, no matter what his level is, if they looked at the blessings, but that is an interesting flag for those who are not familiar, like I was with it. The thief rolled -10 to his lockpick, and his lockpick would have been at level 10, so he can open any door at level 1, that is, any mystic key door.
And, if I can draw your attention to Shumbabi's screen, that is a spike tile.
That is definitely a spike tile. As long as the Gurmedusas don't have anything dangerous, you are probably going to be there a while.
Gurmedusas, weak to fire. You start with Fire 3 stick and you got Fire 3 at level 2. And Fire 2 at level 1. Well, here's your XP.
Yeah, that is looking quite juicy for a grind, at least I would say to mid-20s. What would you say on that?
This early on, yeah, probably low to mid-20s. Might want to stop at like 16 or 17 though, just to make sure that your thief and your fighter, if you promote them, can actually get spells a little quicker.
Good point, because you don't know if it's a unpromoted or promoted character behind the fiends tonight, and we have not seen a fiend yet.
Well, we've seen Gary, but we've seen Carrie's floor.
Character? We saw the floor.
Yeah, we haven't seen what character it is, but you're always going to be getting promoted from behind the fiends at least.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like Deadpool's also found the canoe in Ordeals, and one of the uglier spike tiles, Red Ankleos.
And of course, they had the tail very early on, so they just don't know where Bahamut is tonight. We would be fighting Bahamut if we choose to promote tonight.
Yeah, which, given how early you got the tail, I mean, I see no reason not to promote once you've gotten to level 14, 15. Oh, those worms had something nasty, or wyverns had something nasty, because I just looked up at Luffy's screen and saw him dying horribly.
They had crack tonight, so they is an insta-death spell. The earth element, I believe, isn't it?
Yes. When things have crack, I prefer to think that they are just playing at being chiropractors, because they're just breaking your back.
That it does, without a ribbon or pro ring. Does that pro ring protect from that as well?
No, pro ring protects against the death element only.
Okay.
About the only thing that actually protects against the earth element, ribbon.
Ribbon or level 40 something black belt or black belt or master.
And the wall spell.
I have had to use that strat before. Hopefully our runners won't have to do that, but have we seen any ribbons?
We haven't seen any ribbons yet, but we did see Lefane, and somebody checked the magic there, and wall is level 8.
Not a place you want to see it without ribbons, but I'm sure they're expecting to find at least one.
Given how freely they flowed last night. All right, let's see what the King's got. King's got a Rosetta Stone. Here, listen to this tape. This will help you learn Lefanish. Why are you hiding in the waterfall? Because I wanted to take a vacation.
He was trying to learn a new language in peace. We came and bothered him in his hideaway, so he's just like, you know what? I'm never gonna learn this language anyway. Here.
Fine, you guys keep bugging me. Just take it already. It looks like Luffy has almost made it through that. Almost made it through the waterfall. Let's see if he can get beyond the spike tile without getting eaten.
And we have Deadpool's heading into ordeals to find. Is that ice? No, that's volcano. What,
yeah,
3?
Volcano Twisty. That's all I know it as. All right, and Devious has gotten the slab translated. They know where Lefane is. I wonder how quickly it's going to be that they get that taken care of. Alright, Luffy getting the chime. Hey, and it looks like Ordeals turned into Elfland Castle. So apparently it was just part of a castle exchange program.
And we do have the herb, so what does our prince have for us? The cube.
Yeah, Prince goes, here's my old Rubik's Cube. You can have this. I'm done with it now. I already tore all the stickers off of it and, put them on because I couldn't solve it.
Now walk out because you don't have a caster.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if he dies, then Devious will still have the item, correct?
Yes, if he were to die, the item would still propagate. And got I saw a crystal from something, I just don't remember what all of a sudden. Lefane, thank you, Danny, for keeping that updated. Well, speak it and it happens. He died on his way out. Looks like he got hit by some trance man cats.
And let's see, man-cats, are they the ones with the high absorb? I can never remember what normally in-game they have. I remember they have something bad.
I don't remember man-cats, catmen. They both suck. Alright, Luffy checking to see how... okay, so the Iron Galls have less than 370... oh my. Matoya had the floater. And Iron Galls have less than 376 hit points, so they can potentially be taken down by a single nuke. And they're also DJs.
You do not want someone in the air that can't see.
Yeah.
We took that floater and like, no, you're not getting an airship.
Yeah, no, thank you, Matoya. We'll take this off your hands. Keep it safe. Now, I also do not believe that 3 and 256 actually saw that luscious Gurmedusa spike tile, because they got bounced out of ice.
At 22:20, we're in the air. That's a little bit faster than we were in the air last race.
That's a lot faster than most people getting into the air on these flags.
And headed straight for the Cardia Isles. Good place to start when you get the airship.
And finding Kraken hiding at Cardia Forest. And I think that Devious is at Crescent Lake and has found the rod lock, which they've got the rod.
So is this going to be a sub-hour seed, or is this going to be a 3-hour seed? I think it's going to be one or the other. I don't think it's going to be in between.
It depends upon how much Topher Tophers. Alright, behind the Q block, we've got the Agma floor, which is also going to have a bunch of those Iron Gull spike tiles.
Dead Pulse finds the Q block and has the Q, makes his way up, finds so I can. I'm going to. I know it's in the volcano. I think it's floor 4.
Yeah, this is the Agama floor, which is core. I can never remember like floor numbers for that place. That's why I just refer to them as Agama floor, Twisty floor, Burny floor, Stripey floor.
I mean, you have horizontal shift, color shift. You have every entrance randomizer. The fact that Danny's writing these down in like 2 seconds just tells me how little I know about Final Fantasy.
Hey, they found Garland at the 25-minute or 24-minute mark. We're finally getting Garland killed.
Usually when you kill Garland at the 30 or 40-minute mark, either you forgot something very important or Garland had something very nasty, but at these flag sets, they're probably just happy to find the princess and the orb.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty quick one, just right off of the ground in Volcano. Alright, Luffy heading on into Ordeals, hoping to get through it this time. Finding the, find whatever's hiding there, because he knows there's something. He does not know that it's the canoe, though. Deadpool's finding Sky 2, which is... I'm flabbergasted by how many chests Deadpulse is skipping at this point, because they still need to find the loot. We know the adamant they've missed already. And yeah, this is a little bit of a risky thing that they're doing, because there are 2 loose in this flag set, because X-Cal is one of those loose.
Come on. Do you have the correct flags on? He's gonna tease us. He walked up and walked away. And he does it again. Dead Pulse.
I'm very disappointed, Deadpulse. Either show that you're a villain, or kill the dwarf and set him free.
And give chat what chat needs, which is what does the dwarf say when you set him free.
Wow, the Dwarven Armory was just full of, apparently, the dwarf's pocket change today. Nothing good in there. Alright, Shumbabi finding a Lock 2 hammer in Ice Cave there. That's actually a pretty nice one to find. That Lock 2 may very well come into play at the end game, depending upon how evasive the fiends are.
And our Axial Lock leads to Ice, 2, and then into the Marsh Split.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be getting split into split, but still, it's you have to go to on-rack, and then you have to go deal with, Marsh Split.
I like Marsh Split into C Split.
I like seeing about a 3 or 4 floor down C split into a, one side has, 3 or 4 floors, then it goes to Marsh Split. Because, I'm kind of a jerk.
Yeah, after something really nasty too. Like you have to fight your way there, and then you're like, oh man, I gotta go through this all again.
Yeah, and I mean, I personally, I'm at least aware that I'm a jerk sometimes because it makes for entertaining races.
Yeah, like where's our Danny spiders at?
Topher.
Maybe. Last time we were saying that the seed was too easy, and we had that evil Topher. So maybe tonight as well.
All right, and Deadpool's found a ribbon in Bubbles' room, but did not carbonate Bubbles. Seed is invalid.
No freedom for the mermaid.
But still, ribbon in Bubbles' room. That's a nice thing to find.
I like to think of when you turn over Bubbles, that is the same mermaid that has legs in was it Corneria? Or where's the mermaid that lives on the land and can't stop talking about her legs?
I have no idea. I do not remember, and the time that I have spent talking to NPCs is very, very long ago. Alright, Shoom going, getting that slab turned in, and I don't know if they have picked up the bottle yet. I don't think they have, because Danny is really, really ace at tracking, so yeah. Though I don't remember... Oh, I haven't found Gaia yet, so it doesn't matter about that.
It is pseudo-validation for the question in chat.
Yeah, you carbonate Bubbles for the memes.
But you talk to the dwarf because you're supposed to talk to the dwarf.
Yes. You're supposed to talk to the dwarf, either to show that you're a villain and let him stay alive in his one-word existent pain, or to kill him and set him free. And it looks like Luffy is probably heading on down to those Gormedusas as well.
Come on, spiders. So far, they're just hitting.
Alright, looks like Deadpulse is going to run into those airs and see if he gets away before they go stone poison. Ooh. Real lucky he's got that ribbon. Ooh, and the ruby hidden behind that one as well, which is entirely useless.
Did we see both sides of Titans already?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see. I know we saw the one side, I know. So, yep. The other useless incentive item then.
Yeah, but that is at least one more loose incentive.
Of course, if you're not opening every chest, then you don't really know where the others are at.
As I'm just remembering, wait, no, that's not loose. That's the ice incentive, probably, because... Yeah, I don't think we've seen the other ice thing come up. Or another ice thing, I should say. And, I don't think Deadpool saw that wonderful, wonderful tile. That could cost him.
And Lefane is the town that was attacked by vampires, which is ironic because normally that town doesn't have a clinic in the first place unless that flag is turned on, and Lefane is at Melmond, which is where the vampire should have been attacking, so... Everything checks out.
Yeah, it's... Melman and just said, hey, Lefane, why don't you come move in here? It's a great view. You're right on the seaside. You're able to be accessed by people. You're not going to be isolated. There's might be a little vampire problem.
I'd like to think that they were all vampires and we had to learn the vampire language.
Ooh, and Deadpulse has found Bahamut at Gaia. And Shoom just picked up the floater from Matoya. And Skyboat time for Nuke Kids.
Deadpool's heading to Vanilla Lefane to check that out. I don't know if we've seen that yet.
No, we have not. All right, so Sky 1, which I expect he's... Okay, so he skipped all the chests on Sky 2, but he's out opening stuff on Sky 1.
Maybe it's a division of power thing, a division of...
Maybe. I mean, I can understand skipping it if you're at least aware of one thing from Sky, but that was, I believe, the first Sky floor he saw, and he just waltzed right on by. And the thing about Sky 2 is it's got a lot of really good EXP encounters on there.
Those juicy eyes.
Eyes, Gurmedusas, stone golems, and it's stone golems aren't exactly the safest ones, but still. Yeah, and Devious is grinding on Mummy tile. I like Nuke Kids on the Blocks tile better.
Yeah, because those Mummies can hit quite hard, and they are in fact hitting. Well, not terribly hard. Everyone's still standing, but that could change. Of course, they are weak to fire, but not going down in 1 fire 3, so...
Yeah, they're also not as good as XP, though.
Very true. What is the maximum Mummy? Is it 2 or 3 for that particular encounter?
I believe it's 3. Don't quote me on that, though. I could be wrong. Shumbobby popping into the ice cave and finding Marsh Top, and just sadness, because it's Marsh Top.
You never want to see Marsh anywhere.
Especially when there's still a loose item outstanding.
Marsh has, the greatest variation of enemy tiles in the game?
I do not know on that. All I know is that Marsh is a pain in the butt. Too many undead, but it's better than ice.
I think if you count up all the floors, assuming it's not entrance randomizer as you're going down, it has the most different encounters. So the highest chance in randomizer to get screwed, basically.
TLDR, Marsh bad. Ice worse.
I was always ice over Marsh, and every time I did it, it bit me, but, I maintain ice over Marsh.
The enemies are tougher in ice, there's more spike tiles, and honestly, it's just more of a pain in the butt to keep looping around. That's my thoughts on it, at least. Alright, so Deadpool's actually checking the chests on Earth 4, finding that it's all duds. And Luffy about to make that dive into Lefane, and Shum about to go down and get the stuff out from underneath Onrak.
Yeah, I wonder if Deadpulse isn't prioritizing areas that require the Mystic Key, since he has the Thief and Devious does not.
That's very true. He has found Lich, though, which could solve some problems if there's a ninja behind there. Because, well, if there's no ninja, they gotta find the key.
Bad men going down to the nuke, and they can be quite accurate to their name.
And it looks like we got a white wizard back there.
I'm sure they won't say no to a life spell.
I think Deadpulse will probably fade on, or just pass that one up, because they don't want to have to pick up a white wizard. Yeah, it's got plus 40 strength, but what are you going to equip it with? They haven't found a Thor hammer equivalent, and they have not... And down it goes to Cake. So at the 36-24 mark, we have our first orb lit by 3 and 256. And I imagine that Nuke Kids on the Block will be following that up very shortly, given that Luffy is in that same dungeon. And honestly, I am kind of surprised that Deadpulse actually took that white wizard, because he's gonna have to gear it up, and that's just...
But you don't have to. You could just... It's an extra body. Give it anything. Replace it later.
Yeah. Use it as an ablative meat shield. All right, so it looks like on Earth 2, there was the incentive for Earth, which was a katana -3. My one consolation is that at least the past couple of nights, the katanas have rolled down.
Yeah, I'm not a ninja. You know, I've had bad fortune when trying to do chaos with the ninja-only party, so...
Oh, I love ninjas. It's just that, you know, I want the runners to have to, you know, suffer. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, you know,
we want it to be entertaining. We don't necessarily want suffering, but if suffering brings more entertainment, then, you know,
yeah,
maybe.
Yes. And Luffy not getting the cake luck that Deadpool's did, so Lich survived the first round.
Lich went from slow to ink, so Lich 1 doing... actually doing, like, Lich 2 things.
And to answer Chadbert's question, yeah, Deadpool's did buy Cure 4, but not Life, because he picked up Life 2. Which, that I can actually understand. And alright, at the 38:30 mark, we've got Lich dead. Well, 38:36, we've got Lich down in the orb lit for Nuke Kids on the Block.
Yeah, it's an extra cast life. I would have grabbed it as well just to have it, but he may not be planning on keeping the White Wizard. He may not be planning on keeping it very long.
Yeah. No, I can also understand the, like, alright, I'm just going to pick up Life 2, I'm not going to worry about Life, because that way you have Life 2 at level, 2, 3, wherever it was. That's, you know, dedicated spells for Life. And then you have the Cure spell, or the Cure 4 spell for in-combat use for the, oh no, I need to save somebody now kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that too, because Life and Cure 4 are on the same cast, so you're not likely to use the Life unless you ran a Life 2, and since Life 2 is at level 2, you're in bad shape if you run out of that.
Yeah, if you run out of Life 2, things have gone horribly wrong.
Greater than, less than is so far just less than.
Buckets full of sadness. All right, and it looks like
except for that Opal Shield +4 if that, you know, fighter ever gets promoted.
All right, true. And it looks like, speaking of promotion, Shumbabi is going and watching his party get glared at by Bahamut and explode while he's trying to nuke the dragon down. And failing to, because dragon punch hard.
Gonna give it another go, though. Hope for a little bit better RNG on those glares / punches.
Yep. You can't blame him. I mean, it is a buff Bahamut, so it's got the stats of about Tiamat 1, and it gives the EXP of half of a War Mech, so it's actually not a bad thing if you can end it. Oh my goodness. And down goes that fighter again, and the thief is paralyzed. Oop. At least the thief shook it off pretty quickly before Bahamut had a chance to body it.
You know, if it keeps doing the gaze, that would be preferable over that right there.
Alright, down it goes. Huzzah!
There's a juicy 8,000.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. More importantly, though, there's the ninja.
Of course, he would have liked that experience on his fighter as well.
Oh no, the experience went to the fighter anyways.
Did it?
Yeah, the flag set has the nuns gain EXP and deads gain EXP, so everybody gets EXP.
Okay, I thought it just went into Oblivion. I knew the flag was on, but I didn't realize it actually counted for it, even if they were down.
Yep. And Shumbabi found Tiamat directly out of the tower, Mirage Tower. Just cut out the rest of the dungeon, just walk in the tower door, and hey, here's Tia. Alright, and Luffy found that ribbon that Bubbles was hiding. And looks like Shum is heading back down to C-Split. probably to go get some spells. Or to get that katana that's hanging about there.
We have the first speed bump in the game. The Vampire 1, just a regular vampire, but mini boss and unrunnable, so if you happen to get that on the flip side.
Yeah, that's one that I also remember for a kid, like, encountering that and being like, oh my goodness, this thing is so strong. Hey, and underneath the vampire was Gaia. So apparently the vampire was just the Gaian security guard. Take
Yeah,
that rod.
they're tiring to be, don't want to be bothered.
Yeah. I mean, the Gaians are an insular people as is. That's why their house is normally in the mountains. But people keep coming in with their skyboats, so they moved. They hired a security guard. They went for a gated community until you come along, you kill their security guard, and you break their gate open with a crowbar.
And then, they had pest control, got rid of this annoying fairy, and then you go ahead and you bring it right back.
Yeah, the Gaians are really probably not too happy with the Light Warriors, honestly.
Although Deadpool's not unhappy to see that key. Normally you would be, but of course he does. Let's see. Yeah, because Devious hasn't seen a thief yet, so.
All right, and there is the loot. So there is nothing else blocking them, or blocking 3 and 256, aside from finding the fiends, which they haven't checked Mirage Tower yet. They found Kraken, they found Carrie, Lich is already meat, or pasted, so yeah. And they're gonna find Tia right here. So they are just about in grind and go mode.
Which, I'm not seeing it on the stream. Remind me which team is on which side.
Deadpulse and Devious are 3 and 256.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally we'd have a logo for them, but apparently they forgot to put their flag up on the stream, so we couldn't crop it
in. No shade. We have a boat underneath them, however. So they're team boat now, and Luffy and Shumbabi are now team FF. Japanese text, summer co-op, or Korean text. I shouldn't assume
No.
On that one. I don't read it.
Yeah, I think that's Japanese. But yeah, new kids on the block, they've at least got their flag up right above Shumbabi. Or right above Shumbabi's name, I should say.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
And I did not see what was hiding behind Tiamat, because I blinked and it was already recruited. Alright, Deadpulse is heading on down, getting ready to go punch himself a carry.
Have we seen much fighter gear? I don't think we have, other than that
We've
shield
seen
they would need to promote for.
Well, the X-Cal +2 as well.
Also promotion locked.
Oh yeah, fighter gear, not so much. Alright, looks like behind Tiamat was a Master, which that is a good thing to find, because at this point the Master comes in with the 4 MDef per level as opposed to the 1 MDef per level. And the Black Belt, it gets 3 MDef per level rather than the 4 MDef per level that it would normally get. Luffy has decided apparently to pick up that White Wizard and gonna go beat on some golems.
Got the Fade Nuke combo going out.
Yeah, and it looks like Devious at Kraken 1, and Kraken 1 went, no, I'm taking a swing at you, and I'm gonna end you now.
Yeah, Carrie was quite the gatekeeper for Deadpulse.
Alright, and it looks like that was the incentive ribbon in Sky, based off of the amount of time they stood there looking at it, so that's at least 2 ribbons they found. Unfortunately for NUKE kids on the block, they haven't gotten the loot yet, so they don't know that they just need to go talk to the princess to get go mode.
So I was looking at Danny's notes here. It doesn't look like we've seen Tia yet.
Oh no, Tia was hiding right at Mirage Tower.
Mirage, okay. No,
Yeah.
I see it now. I missed it. She's got it in the notes. So we know where everyone's at. So literally just maybe need some levels before we head back and take out Carrie and Tia.
Yep.
Which those iron golems are going to give them.
Yep. Though, given Dead Pulse's party, I'm not so sure about Iron Gall grind, because the Fade didn't do quite enough. The Trance came out and kind of just stuck his party into stun lock. And now he is swinging and, like, tickling. Yeah, trying Quake strats. Oh, and it has Cure 4. Yeah, he's like, alright, I can't take that right now. I gotta. He has got to get the casters to do stuff before they get stunned.
And Kraken has Thunder and, of course, punches hard. So we immediately see Devious just reset out of that. That was a nope, but it looks like he's going to attempt it again.
Yep.
He went for Bane strat, so maybe going for the Bane strats again.
Probably. I mean, hope springs eternal.
Not quite as good as Brack strats on Kraken. I want to say it's about 3 times less likely to hit with Bane than it is with Brack, but I want to say it's like 1 in 4 and 1 in 16, but don't quote me on that.
And, did we see if that was the trolls or the lobsters that had damage poison?
I completely missed it.
'Cause something hurt bad.
If it was the lobsters, that will make for a nasty Topher.
Yeah. Alright, there is that lucky Bane. Level 13, taking down Kraken. And luckily he got away.
The one step.
It would not be the first time, and he's dropping the fighter because I guess he's going to go double red, double punch. So, unless he gets killed, in which case he might have to kill Tia or Kraken again. If he, Devious is taunting Fate right now, or tempting Fate.
Those misses. I don't think the Sea Snakes have that. They have a fairly high hit rate, don't they?
Sea Snakes hit pretty hard. Yeah, he got real lucky there. And what we see on Dead Pulse's screen is the worst part about Rebuilt Melmond. You cannot axe the NPCs. Like, they are immune to the guillotine, much to our chagrin.
Oh, is that one of the byproducts?
Yes, unfortunately it is. As for why Devious didn't heal Pot up, because he wanted to give us a heart attack? That's the only thing I can think of?
Excitement.
Terror, yeah. Alright, looks like Luffy is about to go turn in the adamant and get TNT, because lazy dwarves. And that TNT is going to turn into probably, I'm thinking Vorpal? Vorpal. Though I think it was a Vorpal +2, so it's not entirely bad.
It's trash +2.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, with the way the Katana rolled, the Vorpal +2 might actually be better this time, and it pains me to say that.
We don't know what the Ruse sword would be, but we haven't really seen many of the magic items, have we?
I do not think so, no. Heal 3 at level 8, and Fast and Lock 2 at level 8. And Luffy showing that he is a villain, leaving the Hooray Dwarf to suffer in his one-word misery.
Not just once, 3 times.
What you can't see is, whilst the dwarf says hooray, he says it with tears in his eyes, pleading, begging to be released.
And it is lobsters with damage poison.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Huh, gee, wonder which of those two has the ribbon equipped.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Deadpulse is back to trying to take on the Iron Golems. And luckily enough, the Fade Caster actually did not get paralyzed this time. And
Devious is having a little bit easier time with the double nukes from those red mages. That probably is why he dropped the fighter.
Yeah, though he's out of Fade, so now he's back to swinging and hoping. Oh, Fire 3 Staff actually pulling through. Bringing him to level 17. It's a little bit on the low there.
I think you mean villain.
Yeah.
Luffy is the villain of the people.
Alright, looks like Shum is getting ready to go stab himself a dragon once he can get through this encounter and hopefully not get everybody turned to... Well, at least he's got ribbons to keep 2 of them safe from being petrified.
We do see some metal slimes, some, EXP slimes.
Yeah, those were just a wild encounter. Yeah. And Shum showing, okay, this is why you want to have a bunch of softs. And it looks like Luffy found another Lock 2 hammer, which once again could come into clutch for him, because Lock 2 is going to be, well, locked away from everybody on 3 and 256 at this point.
Wow.
Though I don't remember what level Lock was at. Oh, Lock is level 5, slot 2, so I think that means the Red Wizards can get that one.
I do not know. My strategy for what they can learn is if they raise their hands or not, which is not the strategy you want to use when you're speedrunning, but I do not remember what spell slots they learn off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't really either. Alright, here comes Shum going up to Tia. We got swings, we got nuke. Nope, we got lock, because no nukes. Cannot fast, so just swing.
Immediately gets sleeped.
Yeah, just the once, though. Alright, now comes out the nuke. That -3 katana is unfortunately showing the minus on it, which makes me sad. But the X-Cal is at least doing something. It'd be doing more if it could be fasted, but, level 8 fast.
We could find a fast shirt or something like that, right?
Maybe? Doubtfully. Fast is one of those spells you really don't see on items all too often.
No, we'll probably see a lamp shirt.
Alright, Devious up to level 26 now. He's actually having much more success with the Iron Golems, because, magic. Trying the cheeky Quad X on Tiamat. Not quite down enough yet. Doing it again after, hopefully better turn order. And Quad X says, eliminated. Down goes Tia. Lighting the orb before moving on. Ooh, and Carrie was putting up a fight. And, good Luffy. Healing before trying to go talk. Alright. And that is a night for them. I think at this point they've just got to go beat up that Kraken, and Shum is on his way to do so. Then they will actually be in 100% go mode. Well, grind and go. Because 3 and 256 is going for the grind before they deal with that carry, because carry hurt them.
They want to bring the pain to Carrie, and I'm sure they want to bring the pain to Topher as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Shumbobby getting away from that seafood party platter full of 4 lobsters. Which, whew, man, good, because yeesh.
Yeah, 4 damage poisons in a row is not fun.
Malakoth, they did find an X-Cal +2. It was incentivized. That was hiding in the Volcano Armory. And they've also got a Vorpal +2 for dealing with chaos, because as much as I love the X-Cal, it it does not do so well against Chaos. Though, actually, as I'm thinking about it now, it's double dragons tonight. You keep that X-Cal.
Yeah, that bonus, what is it? X-Cal's fixed to do bonus damage against all the fiends, right?
Yeah, it does additional damage against everything except Chaos, because Chaos is one of the, if not the only thing in the game that does not have, or that has no weaknesses. It has no typing to it. Like trolls are typed as regenerative, which actually Warmech is also typed as regenerative, which is just weird. Carry is fire, and Carry 2 is fire and mage type. Tia is dragon, Tia 2 is dragon mage. But yes, I will agree with you out on that with that one, Malakoff. The lack of crit can hurt, but the elemental damage bonus on this flag is... oh, I don't remember. Give me a moment.
It really depends on how much absorb Carry 2 and Tia 2 rolled. If they rolled max absorb, then yeah, you're gonna throw the Vorpal on. But they will be able to check surgeon stats at the stat bats if they choose.
I love the stat bats.
We find out I'm a farmer because he couldn't axe that NPC.
Curse those guys. Alright, it looks like the elemental damage boost is at 30%. So yeah, X-Cal basically gets 30% extra damage against everything.
Very good base damage, but very poor crit rate. You take that, you know, it depends on what the absorb is, I'd say.
Yeah, though I would probably give the ninja the Vorpal at this point, because that Katana 3 makes me, it hurts me in a bad places.
And Kraken 1 is being quite the gatekeeper. 10 hits for death dealing damage, and has quite a few sweeper spells doing damage. We've seen him wipe already once. Now, maybe wipe again here? We don't. Nope, it gets him down.
Alright, and like at about the 58-30 mark, Devious got through Carry, and...
oh, does the same thing.
Oh my.
Those sea snakes are being very kind, however.
Yeah, at least they're punchy, and that fighter knight has big heavy armor on.
I think he's in the snake smacking mood tonight.
Why bother trying to run and giving them free turns? Just keep stabbing. The more you stab, the quicker you're out. And wow. Nothing he can use, so now he's going to try and run because he got crit and taken down a peg. I would think that he would just keep trying to go at this point, because... yeah. In or out, you know, that's all it boils down to right now.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he's got some potions if he feels terribly threatened.
Yeah. That was very much a whole day and pray kind of moment.
Hopefully he does potion up and not... oh, he's right there, okay. I don't think he's going back for that red mage.
No.
Or red wizard.
Yeah. Hey, a ruse stick hiding in, I think that was in Rodlock. That's a convenient thing.
That is definitely a nice item to see.
And I think Shumbabi is probably going to be heading directly back to Ice Cave, or wherever Ice Cave was at, to eat some Gurmedusas, or maybe he's going to go for the golems. Looks like he's going golems. Honestly, the only person I don't like the golems for is Deadpulse, because of the lack of casters.
Yeah, it definitely is slowing that grind down, although he's made it this far, so why change strats now?
Because he could be doing quicker at other grind tiles. Like, Luffy is apparently eating some zombie Ds. And yes, HN Charlie, entrances and floors are all randomized. You walk into an entrance, it's going to go to you don't know where. And then when you walk onto the next floor, it's also going to go to, I don't know. The only places that are not randomized like that are Castle Ordeals and the Ice Cave, because, well, that whole loop.
I'm not sure that Deadpulse knows of any other... I mean, he could always check some additional trap tiles, but Devious has been sitting here probably grinding twice the speed, if not more, as Deadpulse.
I wonder if Deadpulse is going to be going for a... Oh, he looks like he's going to promote now. Alright, better late than never, I guess. He will also get a fat load of XP, and my goodness, I just want to swipe that cursor off of his screen.
I've noticed it, I didn't say anything, but, you know, I figured it would move at some point. At least it's not, like, right in the middle.
Yeah, I noticed it, and I was like, okay, I moved my mouse to make sure that it wasn't mine, because, you know, even though it's a lot smaller than mine right now, I was like, alright, make sure, and yeah. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it.
Exactly, but I think we've all been guilty of the mouse on the screen, if not multiple times.
Alright, and looks like Luffy is going to go punch himself a carry to get, what was a master behind there or something? Get whatever was hiding behind carry.
Yeah, I think it was master.
Deadpool's gonna go punch Tia, because Tia deserves it.
Devious gonna bring the pain to Bahamut more than likely.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's, I want to say level 30-something. Which, I also have to say, I think it's a little interesting that he's kept that Red Wizard stoned. I'm wondering if he'll leave it petrified throughout Topher.
It provides a little bit of safety if you're worried about that character getting punched out and it being your only life caster.
Exactly.
Some advanced strategy going on, potentially.
Alright, Cure 4 for the Red Wizards.
Meanwhile, Deadpulse fighting Tia, gonna hopefully have a little bit easier time than we saw on Shumbabi's side.
Yeah, Tia wasn't that bad for him, if I recall. It was Kraken that was hurting. Alright, and Shum's back to the Iron Galls. Alright, Luffy has hit level 31 now. A couple of levels behind Deadpulse right now, and I'm not sure what level Devious is at. But I'm sure we'll see here very soon.
Judging by the health, I would say a few levels ahead.
Yeah, and Deadpool's deciding, alright, who am I going to swap out for this? Okay, I guess he wanted another Punch Mage. Which I can understand, honestly. The Punch Cannons are pretty nice, though I don't know if Deadpulse and Devious found either of the Lock Hammers, and we know they don't have Fast. So that could be problematic.
So Devious just reached level 34.
Thank you. Huh. I wonder what people like as a grind tile.
Huh, yeah. Even when it was not necessarily an advantage, although we're not sure that the Deadpulse Devious saw the green Medusas ever.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the Gurmedusas. $38 for Shoom Bobby. 35 for Deadpulse.
And we have almost sync there, very close. I'm sure at some point we'll see all Iron Golems on all sides.
Yeah.
There we go. That's close enough.
Yeah, 37 for Devious, 35 for Luffy.
Who will win the race into Topher? Who dives early? Who grinds to 50? I doubt anyone, but you never know.
I will be surprised if we do not see 42, and just as a fair warning, in about 10 seconds or so, the stream will pause momentarily to fix some technical issues on the back end. Golems everywhere, so let's all have a drink. Wait, that's not right.
Let's, it's a perfect time to fix the issues on the back end, because we're just in grind mode.
And Shoom just hit 42, and... oh my goodness, that is correct, Saracen. They do not have the loot yet. They haven't gone and talked to Sarah. That being said, at this point, I would think they probably... I'm just realizing the stream paused, so you probably didn't actually hear what I said there. I don't believe they have the loot yet. They haven't gone and talked to Sarah. But given what they know, I think that they probably know that Sarah is the loot holder. Or they're going to bounce off the loot plate. One or the other.
Let's not hope for that.
I'm not hoping for it.
As close as they are, but it's better than hoping for an Oxyel situation like last time. We're too close to see that. We want to see a nice close Topher.
Yeah, and it looks like Shoom Bobby may actually be doing the 50 grind because he's 45 now.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and Devious is at 43 now. Luffy's at 41, and Luffy's like, all right, 41, I'm out. Or Devious is out. No, actually, the what's going on with the grind tile or the spike tiles there is we have the spike tiles all shuffled, so one tile is going to be not going to be the same things it would be in vanilla. And at 109.49, we have Devious in Topher. Anyway, back to the explanation. So the spike tiles are all shuffled up. Additionally, there is a secondary set of spike tiles which were not used. They're just additional encounters that were not used in the vanilla game. We call those the B-side tiles. The B-side tiles are larger packs, more XP, generally more dangerous as well.
And the simple explanation is that trap tile is always there, or in other words, they know that that's going to be a monster encounter. They do not know what that monster is going to be, but once they know once the seed is rolled, once this particular game is rolled, then it's going to be the same monster over and over.
Alright, yeah, looks like Shoom knows he needs to go talk to Sarah, whilst Luffy goes and promotes. This is gonna be a close one, because Deadpulse is picking up magic. It's really gonna come down to how Topher behaves. I mean, Shoom does have the extra levels, so he's gonna be punching, a bit harder. Luffy's even level 44, so I think he's actually a little bit higher than Devious, and those few levels could make a difference.
And just for anyone who may not know exactly what the rules are, it's not the first runner to finish. The team has to finish. So if you're looking on the left side of your screen, Deadpulse and Devious, both runners have to done before it is considered a win for them. And on the right side is Luffy and Shoom Bobby.
All right, and it is 11:37 when Deadpulse enters Topher for the first time. Luffy, what you doing, boy? Okay, so Luffy is gonna go pick up another mage, and yeah, I'm not sure why here.
Yeah, Surson, that's it's kill Garland, then fight the double dragon. So Garland never returns. You just take him out before he ever has a chance to do anything.
Yeah, Garland shows up, goes back to the past, and then gets eaten by the double dragons at the end. I guess Luffy's just on a fiend killing tour right now. I am mildly concerned. I'm not sure why. He's got a perfectly cromulent party at this point, unless he's looking to replace that white mage with something else. He could want a punch machine, yeah.
To see the first potential gatekeeper. Carry 2, what do you have for us tonight?
Carry 2, what can you do? I'm sorry, I won't sing again.
I was waiting to see what the second verse was going to be.
Alright, Kraken hits a lot. Nuke and crack. Chaos doesn't matter. Tiamat, 6 stars worth of hits, 7 stars worth of hit points, nothing skill-wise.
This, however, well, only 2 lobsters in this one, but damage poison does come out.
Okay, so it looks like Kraken 2 is going to be the most dangerous looking one. Tiamat does have Nuke, but yeah, I think Kraken 2 is going to be our gatekeeper.
Of course, with Devious, you got 2 punchy boys, so as long as they stay up, it's a hit race.
2 punchy boys, but they don't have fast. I don't know. I don't think they've got lock. So high evasion fiends are going to be a problem for him. All right, and at 113.02, Shum is in, as I've noticed a full minute later. I at this point think that, if I were Shum, I'd be telling Luffy to don't worry about picking up the master, just go with what you've got. This could be a relatively easy Topher. All right.
9 hits for 1,000, so that is not a absorb heavy or evade heavy Kraken unless he got extremely lucky.
Yeah. All right. So we do see that Shum or Devious has at least 1 ruse stick, and casting Invis as well, and has ruse on one of the red mages at least.
7 hits for 615, so Kraken taking a beating, and Kraken goes down. Was that second turn?
Second or third turn. It wasn't that bad.
So we're looking at Gatekeeper Tia tonight, if we're hoping for that.
Yeah, I don't think that it's going to be too much of a gatekeeper here. Ooh, boy.
We do have the nuke, unless it's like nuke, swirl, damage, poison.
Yeah, we could see nuke, swirl, thunder, swirl, all the bad stuff. Busting out fire 3, not so much there. 5 hits, 474. Ruse coming out, another punch. 7 hits, 462. All right, yeah, Tia is nothing much to be afraid of, it's looking like so far.
Not this super absorb heavy Tia that you would hope for if you're hoping for the Gatekeeper.
Though we did see the swirl come out there. But I think that's not going to be enough to stand up to the withering assault of 2 punch cannons.
We did see what happens when they don't crit, which was 3 hits for 59 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Devious, unless something goes horribly awry in the Double Dragon fight, I think Devious is probably going to get this one right quick here. And when Shum and Luffy actually get into Topher, they're going to stomp over this place. Whizvamp, confronted with 4 walls of meat, what to do? I'm going to cast Cure!
I like how he broke out the fire 3 fire sticks with the,
Yeah.
Just torch them all.
Yep. All right, and at 1:16:35, we've got Devious onto the Chaos floor, and now we spend the next 10-15 seconds shotgunning potions.
And we will not be seeing Chaos tonight, as we know the Double Dragon flag is on, so we will be seeing a refight of some reskinned Tia and... what? Tia and...
Tia 2 and
Carrie.
Carrie 2, yes. Alright, looks like Luffy is going for that Ruse stick. Alright, we've got Punch, we've got Ruse, we've got Invis, and we have Ruse. So Punch 1 on Carrie, 10 hits, 1008. Ruse comes out before anything else. Another Ruse comes out. Carrie with Litany 2, doing some chip damage, not so much. Tiamat, on the other hand, taking that Red Mage going, you are lunch. Drops in 1 hit. Fire 3 coming out from Tiamat, not the greatest amount of damage. Carrie swings, though, 5 hits, 500 damage or so on that second blaster before the Ruse came out. But Carrie died still, nonetheless. Cure 4 coming out, 5 hits, 532, 4 hits, 536. Ice 2 coming out, doing chip damage, does not matter. Here comes the Cure 4. And Midnight is all fine now. 7 hits, 757. I missed the first swing, but this Tiamat is not long for this world.
No, that's third temper charge, and
6 hits, 228 swirl. 5 hits, 725, 118.06. Down goes the Double Dragons, and I'm sorry for cutting you off there.
No, gotta go with the flow and commentate that. Yeah, that was a quick seed. That wasn't quite sub-hour, but
yeah, this is one of the quicker seeds we've seen in this tournament. I can't remember what the previous record was. I think it was right around this time, and I think it was set by NUKE Kids on the Block, but I could be entirely misremembering.
So we got another chug on Dead Pulse's side. He has seen the probably seen his or heard his companion finish if they're in voice chat, obviously. Knows that he's not really into for too much problem here, so especially with those 2 masters.
Yeah, alright, first Ruse stack comes out, first Punch comes out, 8 hits for 900 points of damage on that Carry. Lock 2 coming out, Fire 3 from Tiamat, doing Fire 3 things, moderate damage on one of the Punch mages, but not so much on the other one. Looks like we got a swing, we got a punch, and then, I don't know, we're gonna do a Cure 4 to bring up that other Punch mage back to full, and down goes Carry. Ruse coming out, Cure 4 coming out, Hope is all fine now. 7 hits, 461. 5 hits, 858. Ice 2 coming out, doing Ice 2 things, so nothing much. We got Punch, swing. Down goes Pulse, the White Mage, or White Wizard. So Punch. 3 hits, 666, and down goes Tia 2. Get your GGs out in chat for 3 and 256, finishing this race at 119.41. And coming in first place, bringing this series to a 1-1 tie.
We have a game 3. Now, what happens if they tie in game 3? I know that's extremely unlikely, as they'd have to finish within 1 second of each other, but it's happened in the past.
It happened in the spring tournament, and it was a thing of beauty. I think if they tie, the people who were setting up the tournament and running it sacrifice them all, and yeah, I don't know.
I think we would get game 4. It'd be something to hope for, but we definitely have a game 3.
Thank you for that, Chadbert. So we are joined in the booth by Dead Pulse, the man after midnight, and Devious RNG. GG's, guys, and congratulations on setting a new record for this tournament.
Oh my.
Thank you. Yeah, GG's to new kids. That felt a little bit better than yesterday, wandering around the world for 20 minutes trying to find a Noxio.
Were you worried about finding the key?
Slightly. Well, I wasn't. I was worried for DBS.
Yeah, I mean, because we had a long discussion about our starting parties, and the fact that there wasn't... I don't think there was a ninja around, was there? Because there was a white mage for Lich, and I didn't see a ninja.
Yeah, it was white, red, black belt, and knight, I believe.
Yeah, so we absolutely needed that key. But yeah, I mean, it definitely crossed our mind. There was a moment when we were like, oh shoot, we need key and loot. And then we did our last 2 key item checks, and they were key and loot, so...
Yeah, and just just a moment of interruption. Get your, 1G out in chat for Nuke Kids on the Block, as Shumbabi has finished up at 121.30 with Luffy punching a carpet now. And you, as you were.
Did you see I went to Matoya immediately after we got Crystal?
Yes, I did. Though, actually,
I actually almost went and also did the Matoya turn-in just in case. But I trusted my man.
yeah. So I do actually have one question for you, Deadpulse. That starting party, no
So
casters
good.
at all. That was
So good.
that was an interesting choice.
Yeah, I threatened DVS that I was going to run that party, I think, in our first matches that we did.
Mhm.
But I chickened out. And this time, as soon as I saw, yep, we have Fire 3, we had the Fire 3 stick, and level 1 magic was not great as far as casters. I'm like, nope, I am all in on this. I'll be fine. And I more or less was.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that that party was a better starting party than mine was. Like, you noticed during the run, there were a bunch of times that I hit a wall, because I hate red mages. They're my least favorite class, and obviously they can't run to save their lives. So there were a number of times where the Ordeals dive, the Northwest Castle dive, where I was like, Deadpulse, I can't get past this. You come and take this. I'm going to go hit other entrances and do key item turn-ins.
Deadpulse, would you be interested to note that there is a Gurmedusa tile?
No.
Yeah. There was in the Ice 6-pack, it was a Gurmedusa tile.
You know what? I enjoyed when I was level 11 trying to take on those iron goals.
Yeah, that was
Interesting. It was interesting.
that was definitely a thing, especially since you only had one Fade caster with 2 casts of Fade.
That's all you need.
Yeah, 2 casts to fade and a pocket full of dreams.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I mean, it took your grind a while to get going, and Devious did grind up a whole heck of a lot faster than you did, but you got there. That's what matters.
Yeah, I do have to say, though, doing a decent-sized grind of those mummies and whiz mummies, only to get wrecked by Rankelos on the way out of Ordeals, I had a mini panic attack. But
Oh, we missed that. Did you lose a grind?
oh yeah.
Yeah, we saw you doing the Whiz Mummies, and then we saw you, run into the rank Leos, but I didn't see you actually not get away. So
Yeah.
I resisted the urge to go, oh yeah, by the way, there's our Ankleos up there.
And afterwards, I was like, "Why didn't you tell me there were Rankelos up there?" But yeah, I mean,
horrible
I
things.
legitimately had a panic because I had no idea where to go after that. Unfortunately, Deadpulse was, I think, going up greater than less than, and I remembered saying that there was the vamp encounter was the first encounter off the hard reset, and that was just enough to get me up to level 11 or 12 for my my red mage to have the Bane cast that we needed for Tia and Kraken. So
Yeah,
We
I
got
know
Luffy headed into the Double Dragons fight. Now, he does not have the punch mages like you guys, so we're going to see the fighter fight here. Be interested to see without fast, and well, he does have temper, how this goes.
Yeah, it was and just so you guys know, fast rolled level 8. Level 8 Gaia.
Fast as a crutch. Mages are a crutch.
I was hoping for the fast shirt to show up, just for fun.
Would it be right next to the Gurmedusa?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, where was that?
they
Did
said
I
it was
see it?
a 6-pack. So
Yeah.
apparently you missed one of the chests in the 6-pack in
Yeah.
Ice Cave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I wiped out before I got there.
Yeah.
We saw Carrie go down one hit there. That fighter did some work.
Yeah,
he did get fast. Okay, so that makes a little more sense.
yeah. If I recall, you wiped out to those stone poisonaires, didn't you?
A couple
Sweet
of times.
Christmas, that was a quick
GG to
fight.
Luffy at
Yeah.
126.25.
So
Yeah, well, it's ironic that we went from 4 masses in one run to 0 masses in the second.
yeah, I know, right?
But, when you paunch, you don't really have to worry about it.
Yeah.
There was a conversation that DVS and I had when I was in Elfland buying timber. And he was talking about, oh, don't worry, your ninja probably has a bunch of armor. And I look and I'm like, got my silver bracelet and my wooden helm. And I'm like, well,
It's armor.
Meanwhile, I'm like, there's a gold 2 here. There's a Pro K +3 here. And he's like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, though, I forgot what I was going to say now. Crap. Oh, yeah, so, Game 3. What's your thoughts? And actually, we are joined in the booth by the NUKE kids on the block. GG's guys, and, well, you guys came out at the right time. So we'll start with 3 and 256. Game 3. What's your thoughts?
I don't know if I can take any more excitement.
Yeah, this shakes at the end of every one of these runs is intense.
Yeah, DBS and I wanted to put on a really good match for Luffy and Shimbabi, give them a run for their money, and it was exciting that we were able to pull this one out and force it to a Game 3, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, if you could
excited.
just
Who
miss
isn't
Matoya
excited?
tomorrow, that'd be great.
No, we double tapped her this time.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, actually, we saw the NUKE kids on the block check the North TFC chest in C. They pulled out Adamant, which you guys just entirely faded that check. Thankfully enough, it was a bunch of lazy dwarves leading to a Vorpal +2, but yeah.
Yeah, that we were just discussing in our channel. That's probably what cost us, is that I didn't turn in Sarah to know that we had the loot, so he was on a dive for the dwarves, and that took easily the 7 minutes that we lost by.
It was a very deep dungeon.
I left that to Dead Pulse.
Yeah, I ignored literally all the chests after the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw you fade a whole bunch of chests, and
I'm like, they're probably not useful.
He checked enough last night, so I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point we had already had the two of the loose items, and just kind of, it's like, hey, I hope these last 2 key item turn-ins are good. And Sarah had the loot, and the key was the other one that we did.
That was bottle turn in. Yeah.
Bottle turn-in.
yeah, we were discussing how much the Gaians probably honestly hate the Light Warriors at this point, because you killed their new security guard and you broke open their gate just to release that pest of a fairy back into their town.
I thought they had a pretty positive disposition towards the fairy.
Yeah, headcanon now says that the Gaians were just like, you know what, we're sick of these people with all their airships coming to hit us up in our, isolated mountain village. We're gonna move underneath, or we're gonna move somewhere. We're gonna get security installed. We're gonna have it gated. And you guys just came in, you killed the security guard, and you wrecked their gate with a crowbar.
Sorry, I didn't get the new meta. I'll leave it to you in creating the world that is in front of us for this rando run.
Yeah, my headcanon is an interesting place.
I didn't enjoy finding like 6 towns in the first 10 minutes.
Mm.
My whole party strategy. Yeah, my whole party strategy was based on, we're not going to get any magic.
Right, and so we're looking
Whoopsie.
at it, and I know for a fact one of you takes a red mage, and we're seeing no fast here, and I'm going, this is great. It's going to be level 8. And it was, and we were okay with that. And then you just took 2 masters, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you could double the hits with double the people.
Reestablish that I take the red mage out of protest.
Oh, I knew exactly why you would or wouldn't want to, but I was kind of banking on it that at least one of you had.
So what I'm hearing that is this: it's a spite red mage.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it
No,
ever not?
he has pillowcases with red mages on them. Like, he's lying to
Jesus.
Oh, I can tell y'all are feeling a little on the adrenaline high side, because this kind of silly just doesn't come out when you're not like that, and I love it.
Again, you should check out our Discord chats pre-runs. They're quite an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah. It's
oh, excellent. So the second part of my story is that I woke up with a bruise on my shin. No idea where I got it from.
Was it like ball-sized bruise, or was
No,
it like
it was like a toe-sized bruise, like someone kicked me in the shin. Oh no, I know. I promised you, Bobby, that I would update him on the story.
he's talking about the little girl who was haunting him while he was camping.
No, but it's tricky.
But no, thank you guys so much for coming out again. I know that you guys especially, hate Feet of Possession. Danny, put in a lot of work with this tournament. I really appreciate it. This has been a blast so far. I can't wait until the showdown tomorrow. Like, I don't think I'm going to get any sleep on DBS's, Red Mage pillows. So thank you very much, Luffy and Shumbabi, again for a great match, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I just did the same exact things. Like, well, other than the Red Mage pillow. No, I like this is what I was expecting out of this matchup, and I know tomorrow night's going to be a pretty intense run. No idea how it's gonna wind up, but grateful for everyone that's helping out. Hate, Fiend, and Danny, especially with having to track floor and entrance shuffle on co-op with 4 different screens. Done that before, and I know how hard that is. So absolutely thank you to you guys for doing that 2 days in a row. And Hate, knowing you'll probably try to leave a spot open in your schedule for tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys.
That's assuming I actually have a schedule.
I kind of what Deadpool said. I mean, when we were going into this matchup here, we expected this to probably be 3 games because there are great competitors and a great team. So this is what we expected, I think, as well. So we're looking forward to tomorrow night, and hopefully things go a little bit different. But either way, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys again for doing the comms tonight, and Danny for tracking, SpeedGaming for hosting, and my partner for decidingly having to talk me down a little bit less tonight, which was great.
I mean, I'd rather have not had to do it game 3, but I guess I am excited to do it, especially coming off of this one. I mean, even having this as a loss, a 126 time on these flags. I mean, I'm happy with how we played, and there's a couple of things to tighten up, which I'm sure that we will think about in bed as we're tossing and turning tonight. Again, not on a Red Mage pillow, but I do have a body pillow. It's just totally gray. Yeah, thank you all.
I'm gonna try not to read into that, Shum. Just saying.
I cuddle it. I do. I cuddle it.
Not particular questions. I was just going to do my normal ending spiel, but if you want to handle that tonight, I will leave that to you.